Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you're looking well. How's it going over there? You playing Candy Crush? Is that what I saw?
I was, till you turned my screen away from me.
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something going on. She's addicted to Candy Crush. I'm addicted to answering your questions and solving your problems. It's another Thursday, so we have Dear John Letters. We're going to save lives and mend marriages and fix troubled neighbors' problems. I don't know what we're going to do. I actually haven't really paid attention to what we got here. But we got one, so we're going to take a look at that here in a bit. Got a quote here as well. Larry Ellison says, "Both my mother and I were determined that we weren't going to stay on welfare. We always worked toward doing better, toward having a better life. We never had any doubts that we would." I like that. Thanks, Larry. It's a great quote for this Thursday. We appreciate you listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Make plans to join us for the second annual 80s in the Sand. My wife Heidi and I went last year. It was so much fun. And guess who's going to be there this year? It's Brett Michaels.
Hello, everybody. It's Brett Michaels. I will see you at 80s in the Sand, Tuesday, November 6th, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I promise you, this is going to be the ultimate concert, party, best night ever. Let's rock on, my friends.
Get your tickets now at 80sinthesand.com. Over 90% of the tickets are sold. Don't wait. 80sinthesand.com.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Thursday, the 30th day of August. We are almost done with August. September starts in just a couple of days, so tomorrow's the 31st, then this weekend is September already. How'd that happen?
It's crazy.
Quick. August 30th.
Every month goes faster than the last.
It does, because we get older and it just seems like it's just going so darn fast. National Toasted Marshmallow Day today, so toast some of those marshmallows.
I love toasted marshmallows.
National Grief Awareness Day today as well. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can either add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. Or a combination of both, but there's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow sales. And you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Sign up at betterresultsadvertising.com. That's betterresultsadvertising.com.
Time now for, is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Heidi,
I like this.
have you got all of them right so far?
So far, you're going to jinx me, though, now.
Okay, she's gotten every one of them right so far. So you tell me, is this a golf course or is this a rehab center? White Sands, it's in Fort Myers, Florida. Golf course or rehab center?
Rehab center.
It is not. It is a golf course.
Ah!
Oh, today was the day. I did jinx
You jinxed me.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's really a thing.
I said rehab center because last time
I tricked you.
there was a Sands.
Yeah.
I said rehab center, and you said, yeah, because sand on a golf course isn't a good thing. Nobody wants to be in the sand.
Yeah, well, good job. I did. I tricked you good then. We got your brain on drugs coming up.
John and Heidi.
This time of year, there are many parties, weddings, cookouts, and other events that often include alcohol. If you're drinking, be sure to have a designated driver. If you or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, there is help. The Addiction Hope and Helpline wants to help. If you feel like it's time to finally get the help you need, there's a toll-free number you can call, 1-800-438-0380. That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline, 1-800-438-0380, 1-800-438-0380.
And this is your brain on drugs. A Tennessee man decided he found a better use for a biscuit when he threw it at his former girlfriend. 45-year-old Jeffrey Tomerlin was arrested Monday when he allegedly threw a biscuit real hard at his ex-girlfriend's face. That's a bad plan. He flew into a rage Sunday night when he spotted his former fling with her new boyfriend in a car in South Nashville. He charged at the vehicle, began punching the hood of the car and telling the couple he would kill them. That's not good. Then he yelled some racial slurs. That's not good either. Police arrived at the scene where he continued to bang his head while sitting inside a police cruiser. He was taken to the hospital before being booked into jail on charges of public intoxication. Oh, imagine that.
Yeah.
Vandalism and assault. Yeah, it's a bad idea. All of those things are bad, but altogether really bad. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen. Steve Spielberg is in the news. Steven Spielberg is working on remember that movie in 1991, Hook, that came out way back then?
Oh, yeah, vaguely.
They're working on a Blu-ray 4K edition that's going to have 11 never-before scenes. They were deleted scenes. They have Robin Williams as Peter Pan, Dustin Hoffman as the infamous Captain Hook, and Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell. October 9, 2018 is when we can expect that. I've not seen this. I don't know what it is, but I can tell.
I've never been a Peter Pan fan.
I always thought it was kind of interesting. Dr. Pimple Popper. Have you heard of this? What the heck is that? Dr. Pimple Popper. It's a TV show on
yes,
TLC.
It's disgusting.
Second season coming. There's a second season?
It's disgusting.
What
My mom
is
watches
wrong?
that. She's fascinated with it.
I don't understand that. I saw a video I was scrolling through on Facebook one time.
I can't handle it.
It
something
like
literally makes me ill.
I was not thrilled that was popping up on my Facebook. Anyway, January 2019, the pimple popping continues.
Gross.
And the director of the next James Bond movie has quit over creative differences. I think he said, why don't we go with 008 instead of 007? You're fired. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now your scoop of the day, brought to you by 80sinthesand.com. A new report says that Eastern European countries consume the most alcohol worldwide. Eastern European countries, Heidi. She's working on travel plans for some reason.
I disagree.
You disagree?
They clearly didn't survey our household.
Okay. A new study by the Urban Institute found that the median age for a first marriage is 27 for women, 29 for men. It's 7 years later than back in 1960. So everybody's getting married for the first time a little bit later in life. You think that's a good thing or you think that's a bad thing?
I don't know. I mean, I think it depends.
I'm trying to think how old we were when we got married.
I think I was
26.
No.
Somewhere around there.
24.
I'm going to have to do the math now. I'm not doing it on the air. New research shows that an extract from maple leaves could prevent skin wrinkles. So if you see me hugging a maple tree later today, you know what's going on. Governor from Louisiana announced that he's hoping to turn the French Quarter in New Orleans into a family-friendly entertainment hub. You got some work to do there, pal. A company in Taiwan just released dog-shaped ice cream treats. What?
Why?
Well, it's Taiwan, and they're dog-shaped ice cream treats, and I don't know why. So, that's all I know. I have a link to the story if you want to read all about it. A Canadian coffee chain by the name of Second Cup is now turning several stores into marijuana. I can't even say the word. I think that's funny. Into marijuana dispensaries. I sound like an idiot when I say it wrong. An American company has embedded microchips into 80 of their employees. If you work somewhere and they said, hey, we're going to embed this microchip.
No way.
This would be my final day.
Not
going to happen. A new study shows that e-cigarettes can damage your DNA. That's kind of crazy. We didn't think they were good for you, but I didn't know they were ruining your DNA.
So, if you wanted to murder somebody, you murder somebody and then start smoking e-cigs, and then your
it doesn't
DNA
change it.
won't
It just
match.
ruins it. So your DNA will be damaged, but I don't think it'll change.
Well, it must change. If it damages it.
Well, yeah, it just makes it so it's not as good. But it doesn't change it. It's like, this DNA is not very good. Do you vape by chance? Well, how did you guess? Because you're vaping right now, and we're in a hospital. We can stop it. A robber recently stole $1,000 worth of vape pens from a Mount Juliet, Tennessee gas station. So, what is that, like 5 of them? How much are those things?
I have no idea. I've never bought one.
I've never bought one either. And a pair of goats are in the news. They were found wandering the subway tracks in Brooklyn. That is like the last place in the world I would have expected to hear goats wandering the tracks. What are goats doing in Brooklyn? I mean,
shopping?
I don't think so. I have no idea. Probably hoping they're wearing the right gang colors. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can either add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. Or a combination of both, but there's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow sales. And you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Sign up at betterresultsadvertising.com. That's betterresultsadvertising.com.
And it's time right now for Dear John Letters. And we got a Dear John letter right here today. Heidi, we may just be able to save this whole darn family.
Okay.
Probably not. I don't have any good advice, so we'll see. Dear John, my husband and I have been having some tough times lately. We've been married for 12 years. Most of those have been happy years. We have 2 daughters, and they're both involved in many activities. Sometimes we each take a girl and go our own way. It seems like we hardly see each other anymore. Then, when we do, it's pretty easy to spend that time arguing about dumb things, and one of those things is a dog. We talked about getting a dog, but we both agreed that we're not home enough, and it would be a bad idea. Well, last weekend, while I was at a work event, he took the girls out and picked out a dog. I feel like he purposely is trying to drive a wedge between us. What do you think? I know the girls love the dog, but I think it was a bad idea. My husband agreed, but then he got them the dog anyway. What should I do? Should I get rid of the dog and be the bad guy? Should I get rid of the husband? Just kidding, sort of. Any advice? Signed, Not So Happy Dog Mom. Well, I don't know what to do. Because, like you said, if you decide to get rid of the dog, which you guys already agreed that you probably shouldn't have gotten a dog, you are going to be the bad guy. Or the bad mom, in this case. So, I don't know what to say.
I would have a conversation with your spouse who went out and bought it and come to the agreement together that you do not need this dog. And together decide it's time to get rid of the dog, because what happened there was not fair to your spouse.
No,
at
not at all. If you guys, if you already agreed upon something, and then once you agreed upon something, you took it upon yourself to just say, I'm going to do this, that's not very nice. How would you like that if your spouse did that back to you? That wouldn't be good. So there are some people who say, in a marriage, you got to go 50-50. No, you're wrong. That's a half marriage. That's not going to work. You each give 100%. Otherwise, it's not going to work if you're only doing half. Oh, I'm going to do half and you do half. No. You do 100%, they do 100%. That's 100%. Then you're going to have a really good marriage if you do that. And it sounds like, for whatever reason, you made this decision. Everybody agreed. And I don't know what changed in his mind where he thought, hey, I'm going to go do this anyway. Bad idea. Was he on board? Maybe he wasn't on board when you guys made this decision. If he wasn't on board and you thought that he was on board, maybe there's a communication issue
Either
that you guys
way,
need to work through.
Something like that, something that's going to be in your life for years and years and years,
it's a big decision.
Needs to be agreed upon completely.
I agree.
By both parties.
And if you don't, we have 2 little puppies. I remember we got our puppies. They're both like 13 years old.
They can barely see.
Our puppies are old. Our old puppies. I remember we first got Mandy. I wasn't super excited, but we did agree. That, you know what, we can get a dog. You guys talked me into it. And I remember saying, I don't want to get a dog. And then I was the one that said, we should get another dog. Yeah. Because she's bored.
And I was saying, I don't want another dog.
And I talked you into that. But we agreed ahead of time. So I just don't know what to say. I think I've given terrible advice other than talk to your spouse, make sure that you visit and you guys do this together. I
will say, one of the greatest books to help people through troubles in their marriage is, and the title is funny, but it is really a good book. It's The Proper Care and Feeding of Husbands by Dr. Laura. I have given so many copies of this book to friends of mine who struggle.
Absolutely.
And it has saved so many marriages, and it helps us with ours.
So much
I read
of it
that
is
book
about
once
communication,
a year.
isn't it? It's all about communication. And it
It's
sounds
an
to me
amazing
like
book.
there's a communication issue here because you thought you agreed. And that's one of the things I would do is say, I thought we agreed on this. What changed? What happened? Why did you do this? This is a bad idea. Now you want me to be the bad guy to say, no dogs for you. So I think you do need to work together on that. And I would also talk about communication and find out what happened here. Where did this communication break down? So it doesn't happen again. The same thing doesn't happen again. If you've got some good advice or even bad advice, or if you just want to call this guy names, that happens once in a while. I don't know why. On our Facebook page, you can do all of those things, or you can chime in with advice, which we really like. Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. You can also submit your question there as well, or you can do it right through our website, which is johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening to a Dear John letter on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers, or a combination of both. There's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow your sales, and you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Text Radio Trial to number 22828. That's Radio Trial, all one word, to number 22828.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
German chocolate is not named for the country Germany. It's named for the dude who invented it. His last name was German.
Really?
Yeah. Sam German invented German chocolate cake, not the country. I didn't know that. I think that's kind of cool. It's like the Caesar salad, not named for Julius Caesar. It was another dude by the name of Caesar. So he invented the salad. Now you know. A couple of fun facts today. That was a bonus fact for free. You're welcome. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Make plans to join us for the second annual 80s in the Sand. My wife Heidi and I went last year. It was so much fun. And guess who's going to be there this year? It's Brett Michaels.
Hello, everybody. It's Brett Michaels. I will see you at 80s in the Sand, Tuesday, November 6th, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I promise you, this is going to be the ultimate concert, party, best night ever. Let's rock on, my friends.
Get your tickets now at 80sinthesand.com. Over 90% of the tickets are sold. Don't wait. 80sinthesand.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the grandiloquent word of the day. I think we've done this one before. Forswunk. That sounds really familiar.
Yeah, I think we have. I don't remember what it meant, but I remember the word.
You're going to find out now. Forswunk. F-O-R-S-W-U-N-K-E. Forswunk. It is exhausted from physical exertion. Forswunk. The people at the grandiloquent word are so forswunk, they couldn't come up with a new word. They are forswunk. Exhausted. Probably because they're working on that calendar. I've been seeing on there they're working on like a calendar, and they have a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter or some sort of thing going. So if you're into the grandiloquent word and you said, you know, it would be awesome to have a calendar with all of these laid out for a whole year, well, it's on their page. I've got a link to it in the show notes at johnandheidishow.com. This has been your grandiloquent word for today. Forswunk.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now some weird news for you on a Thursday. Madison police believe a Madison man is behind college parking scam. They were working to arrest 23-year-old Tony Fountain for scamming University of Wisconsin students. They say Tuesday a victim gave Fountain $400 for rent for a parking space that he does not own. He was arrested earlier this summer on suspicion of charging rent for a parking space on Hawthorne Court, also not under his control. He uses the name Bama Flo online. Well, of course he does.
Bama Flo.
He's been contacting potential victims through a Facebook group where the UW students find apartments and parking spots. They're trying to find probable cause to arrest Fountain. Well, wouldn't it be illegal to take $400 for a parking space that's not yours?
Absolutely.
Is that not probable cause?
That's fraud, isn't it?
I don't know. It's got to be something. But Bama Flo, I think you're going to be in trouble. Thanks for listening. That is some weird news right here on the John and Heidi Show. Now your moment of duh on this Thursday. Officers in Virginia are investigating a shooting that reportedly stemmed from an argument that two men had over whether Halle Berry played Aretha Franklin in a movie. So, you know, everybody mourns the loss of a celebrity in their own way. Shooting a friend is how these guys do it. They responded to the shooting at 10:45 Thursday. Witnesses say they heard these two arguing over whether Halle Berry played Aretha Franklin in a movie. Police say one man pulled a gun and shot the other man at least once. The gunshot victim, by the way, was taken to the hospital where he's listed in serious condition. So, do you want to know?
I don't believe she did.
Says in 2011, there was an article that says in 2011, this article indicated Aretha Franklin said she wanted Halle Berry to play her in the yet-to-be-filmed movie. However, Franklin chose Jennifer Hudson for the role. So they were both kind of right. So now you got to shoot the other guy. So I think if this makes sense, it's today's moment of duh.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers or a combination of both. There's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow your sales, and you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Text Radio Trial to number 22828. That's Radio Trial, all one word, to number 22828.
Time now for fake news or Florida. I'm going to scroll down because I think you snuck a peek at that one.
I did not.
Oh, Heidi, she's staring at my screen right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, you got to tell me, is this fake news or Florida? God was arrested in Florida for burglarizing a home in his boxer shorts. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
How do you make something like that up? It is true. Somebody by the name of God, or at least that's what he told the police his name was arrested in his boxer shorts. He forced his way into a couple's home. They pushed him back out, but he kept looking in their window. They called the police.
Jeez.
He told the police
creepy.
his name was God, and they said, "What is your birth date?" "Well, my birth date is also God." Well, of course it is. Wow.
Okay.
All right. That's a true story. That happened. By the way,
spaz.
if you come across some silly story that happened in the great state of Florida, you can submit those. I have quite the log going for something else that we're going to work on here. Tall Tale or Tennessee. I've got several, so I want to make sure I've got a good log of those before we start doing it. But it's gonna alternate, so that'll be coming soon. Something to look forward to for September. I know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of Odiva, the monthly subscription service just for the ladies. All the details at radiosavings.com. Here's our good news, Heidi. Person leaves refreshingly positive thank you note on the windshield of an ambulance that was blocking their driveway. So I've seen people that have gotten angry about things like this. As a matter of fact, there was a YouTube video where there was a dude in his car freaking out because there was an emergency crew that was saving someone's life, but they were inconveniencing him. So they get angry about that kind of thing. An anonymous homeowner in Wales, that's over in England area there, they're being hailed for leaving a refreshingly positive note. It says, "Thank you for blocking my driveway to save a life. Refreshments on me." And there was a 5-pound note. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to start blocking driveways to see if I get things. Probably won't get that. So the Metro spokesperson for the Welsh ambulance service remarked about the good deed by saying, "Such a boost for our hardworking crews when they get a heartfelt thank you note for doing a tough job. No financial incentive required. They're just dedicated. Thank you, anonymous author." And there's a photo of this note and the $5 or 5-pound note with Winston Churchill on it, by the way. I've never seen one of those before.
I love Churchill.
So I've got a link to the story if you want to read all about it. I think that's really cool. Do something nice today. I mean, if you get a chance, somehow, go out of your way to do something nice for somebody, and then share that with us, and we'll make you the good news. How does that sound?
I think that's lovely.
I would love to have some good news of somebody who listens to this show and did something good, and then they told us, "Hey, this is what I did."
Yeah,
I
think that'd be great. Let's do that.
It feels really weird when you do something good, then to brag about it. That feels weird, but I'll brag about it. You don't have to. You just let me know you did it.
Right.
So, again, you can submit it to us through the website or through our Facebook page, JohnandHeidiShow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.